I think the one thing that everybody knows about Ethiopia is the fact that they have the best coffee in the world. We are standing in the, how should I say, the quality check area at Metad, and they are the biggest coffee company, and they've won a lot of international awards for their coffee globally. We're about to have a chat with the CEO, Aman Adenu, who's going to tell us a little bit about not just what they do in terms of coffee, but he's also going to speak to us quite a lot about some of the social projects that they have along the way. So I love coffee, and just the smell of this room is incredible. I wish that you could smell it, but let's go see. Let's just go back a little bit in history and tell us, how it is that you got into the coffee business, both on a personal level and professionally.
Yeah, on personal level, and I grew up seeing coffee at my grandparents' house. The main reason they got into coffee, they were a little bit professionals, and they were in different kind of businesses. When I came back to Ethiopia after 26 years of living in the U.S., yes. I went to school there, got my education up to MBA, worked for major companies like 3M, Northwest Airlines, and DHL. And I was I was asked to come to Ethiopia to help set up the Ethiopia Commodity Exchange. And one thing just came, it was obvious, to get into coffee. Again, my family was in coffee, so it would be great to bring the legacy back. My grandma, as I said, my grandparents had various coffee farms. So it's I always thought, they all were nationalized when the military government overthrew the king in 1974, so they don't exist. So, but the other thing is, being a COO exposed me to, to different group of people, from farmers up to the PM's office. Because I thought there was a big hole, meaning I see amazing exporters or an amazing grower or a processor, but there's no one really doing the entire value chain. That's a huge eye-opener for me. So if I do it right, end to end, that's why even in our brochures and everything, our motto is seed to cup. Ethiopian coffee is number one in the world. I'm not biased, I'm sorry, there's no one like it. They all come cup in our laboratory, and they flank because we do blind cupping. And I'm not bragging, but that's the way it is. Let me give you an idea. Last year, I don't know if you know Good Food Awards. Out of 2,057 coffees competing from all over the world, and Brazils, Colombians, Costa Ricans, Kenyans, and Rwandans, name them, okay? Out of that, 27 went to the finals. Metad had 11.
Wow, that's incredible.
Incredible, yeah. But out of 27, 26 was Ethiopia. One was Peru. And then they gave 15 gold awards. Metad had 6.
Incredible.
The rest are Ethiopian too. So that shows you Ethiopia has a very strong coffee, but we're not really weren't promoting it right. Yeah.
How much would you say that the coffee industry now contributes in terms of the GDP of Ethiopia and in terms of the workforce?
That is, coffee in Ethiopia affects over 20 million people.
So, over 100 and something.
Yeah.
That's quite a big
Yeah, 20 plus million directly or indirectly impacted by coffee. And coffee is still number one. It used to be around 60%. I think it went down to 40% of our export, foreign currency. That still shows you still number one, still contributing a great deal.
Why do you think, in general, across industries and sectors, why do you think it makes sense to do business in Ethiopia?
Ethiopia is a growing country. That's one of the reasons we stayed behind there. It's a fast growing country, but a lot of opportunity. Over 60% under 30 of age. That's a huge human capital. That's why we need to create jobs. There are a lot of kids are growing and graduating from colleges now. We need to find jobs. That alone should encourage foreign investors to come to Ethiopia. It's not that easy. The process sometimes is tedious, frustrating. You have to have thick skin, but still, the reward is amazing. One good thing that I can report, the new PM really understands, and his team, really understand what needs to be done for foreigners to come in and invest in Ethiopia.